Hi guys, and welcome back to another channel. I'm gonna be real with you guys. There are some days that I'm exhausted, mentally, physically, and spiritually. You know, but I still have to show up on YouTube, and it's not because YouTube is easy, you know, but because giving up it isn't an option. If you're new here, subscribe for real life encouragement, motivation, and faith based support every week. Now, let me tell you guys this: every day and every week, content creators have to research for new material, live normal lives behind the scenes. We pay our bills. And some people work jobs 9 to 5, 3 to 11, 11 to 7, whatever their hours are. Some people actually do have real jobs. And some people have relationships that they have to nurture. Some people have kids, some people have husbands, some people have boyfriends, you know, relatives that require, some attention. So today, I want to talk about those moments when we're running on empty, but life still demands our energy. And this isn't about being perfect. No, not at all. It's about being real. It's about showing up messy, tired, and still believing that our presence matter. Some days it's not just about my body that feels tired. It's my mind, my heart, my spirit. Everything feels heavy. It's waking up already feeling behind. Have y'all ever had that dragging feeling when you wake up in the morning and you still feel tired? You know, you know, it's waking up already feeling behind, guys. It's pushing yourself, just to smile. Even when your heart feels numb. It's sitting in silence. I I longer then. You should, well, I tell myself that you should. Okay. So when you're sitting in silence longer than you should, and because you have those thoughts, you have thoughts always going through your head as, you know, anybody. When you have real stuff going on, you're thinking about one thing, then another thought comes to your mind and you're thinking about that thought too. But you try to you try to go back to the other thought, and you know, the thought of one more task feels overwhelming sometimes. You know, I remember one day, not too long ago, I barely slept at night. You know, I would be up, I would get off work and come and, research YouTube. And, I'd be up all night. And one day, several times, morning came. Before I knew it, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. And I had to be at work. Thank God I had to be at work for 3 o'clock, but I still have to get out of here at least by 1:30, 2:30, something like that. But sometimes when I have to be at work at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I find myself doing research for YouTube, and I get really into it. It's not like I don't want to do it, and it's not like it's a chore, because I enjoy bringing the content to you guys. Because some of the content that I research helps me too. So I'm too happy to be able to, do the research that I do for YouTube. Even if it is overwhelming, but thinking about content for YouTube, I also stress about my bills. Sometimes I worry about my health, but the day, the day doesn't care. Each day doesn't care about what you're stressing about, because morning comes, night comes, time to go to bed, time to wake up, time to do the same thing all over again the next day. So I still have to get up and cook. I still have to get up and clean. I still have to get up and answer the comments. My pleasure. All of it is my pleasure. I have to check on family and friends. One time I stood in my kitchen stirring a pot of food with tears in my eyes, guys. Just standing there, with the tears just sitting in my eyes. And they wasn't falling. The tears wasn't falling from my eyes. They were just there. And somehow I kept going. Not because I had extra strength that day, but because life didn't give me a pause button. And because deep down, I knew quitting wasn't really an option. I've seen those homeless days. I've seen those days, living in shelters. I push myself, guys. I push myself. If you've ever had a day where you had to push yourself to just make it through, to wake up, do what you need to do for your day, come back home. Do you ever force yourself to have to go to sleep at night? If you've ever had a day like that, where when even breathing feels heavy, I see you. You're not alone. I show up because I remember that every step matters. Even the tired ones. They matter too. So, why do I show up even when I'm tired? Because even on my hardest days, guys, I know I'm here for a reason, and I have dreams that matter. My dreams of living a better life. My dreams of helping other people. My dreams of becoming a better person. The person that I've always wanted to be. And honestly, and it's not like I haven't been a good person, but we always have. We all have those moments where we can do a little bit better. And honestly, some days, it's not even about chasing dreams. Some days it's just survival. It's just survival, guys. It's doing what I have to do to make it to tomorrow. You know, one tired step at a time. And if that's where you are right now, just trying to survive, that's enough. You're doing better than you think, guys. Showing up doesn't always look pretty, you know, and sometimes it's just brushing your teeth, sending that email, or taking that deep breath and trying it again, starting it again, all over again. So if you're tired right now, please hear me. You're not failing. You're fighting battles that many people they never get to see. And the fact that you're still standing, that's strength. I just want to say to you, thank you. Thank you for showing up today. Not just for this video, but for yourself. Especially if you're tired. Especially if today feels heavy. You're not alone on this journey. Every small step, tired steps that you take still moves you forward. Even on the days when it doesn't feel like progress is it. You know, you don't feel it. You're building strength. Even in the struggles, you're building strength. So give yourself credit today. You're doing better than you know. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of myself. If this video spoke to you, drop in a comment and tell me what's one thing that you're proud of yourself for showing up for today. You know, if you're new here, I'd love for you to like and subscribe to my channel, and let's grow together. One honest step at a time, guys. Until next time, you guys take care.